Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today let's understand an easy but an important topic of matrices. So in this video we'll be looking at some of the simple operations of addition and subtraction of two or three given matrices. Now a matrix is nothing but arrangement of numbers in rows and columns enclosed within square brackets. So suppose we have a matrix X is equal to A11, A12, A13 so on till A1n. Next A21, A22, A23 till A2n and continuing all the way till AM1, AM2, AM3 till AMN. And outside the bracket we have M into N. So let's understand what each of these things mentioned here stand for. Now A11, A12, A13 and all the elements in the brackets are nothing but the different numbers that would be written in the matrix. Now how do we write A11 or A22 or A32 is, let us assume that we have Aij. So here I will represent the row number and j the column number. So if a number is in the first row and first column, it will be represented as A11. Similarly, if it's in the third row and second column, it will be A32. Now what is m into n? M into n or m by n, which is written outside the matrix, is called the order of the matrix. So it represents the total number of rows and columns that are present in the matrix. So let's move on and look at some examples to understand all these concepts better. So X is the given matrix. Now since it has 2 rows and 3 columns, its order will be 2 by 3. Now the elements in the first row, first column will be represented by A11, so that is 1. Now since 5 is in the first row and second column, it will be represented by A12. Similarly 4 will be A13, minus 2 will be A21 and so on. Now the next matrix A, since it has 3 rows and 3 columns, its order will be 3 by 3. So similarly we can represent them as we did above. Let us now understand what is an identity and zero matrix. Now identity matrix is also known as a unit matrix and is represented by the letter I. So in this only the diagonal elements will have the element 1, rest all elements will be 0. So only the left diagonal always will have the number 1. So we can write a 2 by 2 identity matrix and a 3 by 3 identity matrix in the following way. Now zero matrix, also known as a null matrix, is represented by the letter O. In this matrix all the elements will be 0 just as its name suggests. Now how do we add or subtract two matrices? So if we have two matrices A and B, so while adding them we will be adding the elements which occupy the same place in each of the two matrices. So in the first matrix A is in place A11 and in the other matrix P is in the same place. So in the resultant matrix we will have A plus P in the same position of A11. Next is B is in A12 and Q also is in A12. So the resultant matrix will have P plus Q in A12. Similarly now in A21, that is second row first column, we will have C plus R and then next to it will be D plus S. So the same process will be followed even if we have to subtract two matrices. So in the first position will be A minus P, then B minus Q, below C minus R and lastly D minus S. So now that we have understood the basic concepts, let's solve a few sums. So we have been given a matrix A and B and we have to find the resultant matrix 2A plus 3B minus 5I. Now the first matrix 2A, we have to multiply each element of the matrix by 2. So that gives us 4 and 6 in the first row and second row 8 and 14. Similarly 3B will be 3, 9, minus 6 and 15. Now to find phi I is our identity matrix. So multiplying it by phi we get phi 0 and the second row is 0, phi. So now to calculate 2a plus 3b minus phi I, add the elements of the first two matrix and subtract the third. So in A11 position we will have 4 plus 3 minus 5. A12 we will have 6 plus 9 minus 0. Then in A21 we will have 8 minus 6 minus 0. And in A22 will be 14 plus 15 minus 5. So therefore our resultant matrix will be 2, 15, 2 and 24. Now in the following question they have given us that the addition of two matrices is equal to the third matrix and we need to find the values of x and y. So first let's add the two matrices, so that gives us 2 plus 5 in A11 position, and next to it would be x minus 2, then minus 3 plus 3, and the next row would be y plus 1, 5 minus 2 and 4 plus 2. Since they have already said that the two matrices are equal, then the elements at that corresponding positions also should be equal. So that makes x minus 2 is equal to 1 and y plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So therefore our value of x is 3 and y is minus 2. Now in the last question we have been given three matrices. We need to find another matrix D, so that 2a minus 3b minus d would be equal to c. So since D matrix is unknown, let's rearrange our question. So we'll have 2a minus 3b minus c is equal to D. So like we calculated in our earlier question, we'll directly write the matrices of 2a and 3b. Therefore D would be written as follows. So in the first row we would have minus 3, 5, 2. Next would be minus 7, minus 4 and minus 1. And last row would be 4, minus 2 and minus 5. So that's all I have for you today, guys. In my next video we'll try to understand how to multiply two matrices and as well as how to find the transpose of a matrix. So do stay tuned to check that out, and hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching.